Ba 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 ba. Ba da ba 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 ba. Testing my audio, it looks real good. I think it sounds good. Let me know if it's good. Ba da ba 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 da ba ba ba. Doobity doo doo doo. Ah!
I kick ass for the Lord!
We're the Jezebels. That's all.
Here I come.
I want you to get up right now, go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
Ah! Okay. Hi. Hey, everybody. Hey. How's it going? And there's not a whole lot of you here because I just announced this mere minutes ago. But I decided, you know what? I don't have any meetings this morning. Ace. Ace. Ace, shut up. My sweet baby dog. Shut your fucking mouth, baby dog. Shut the fuck up, my baby dog. Shut the fuck up, my baby dog. I got this package from Teravision. It's my editor copies of various films I've worked on, so I thought it'd be nice to reminisce. Afternoon, Tony. This is gonna be kind of like an extremely chill quadruple BN, basically. I'm gonna look at some stuff I've missed. For those who are not part of my Discord or a friend, I guess, I get ulcers sometimes, and the last like 3 weeks, maybe more than 3 weeks actually. I don't know. I didn't mark the first date. I've had an ulcer in my throat, and it was bad. It's very bad. So that's why I have not been streaming or doing videos. I've also just been super overworked. I'm pretty close to just being done freelancing. Nothing against Teravision. I just realized as I'm opening a box that's from Freelancing, I'm so burnt out, so incredibly burnt out. But let's look at these movies. Oh my god, look at all these. Oh, look at that. Wow. Look at all this stuff I've worked on. And this is just Teravision. This isn't even Vinegar Syndrome. This is just one label that I've done subtitles for, edited interviews for, maybe recorded an interview for. I don't know. Let's see. I don't think there's anything I've recorded for, right? No, not in here. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Of course, The Head is available through Teravision. Go check that out. Yeah, I worked in some capacity. Oh, fuck, Jesus Christ. Oh, tits. Oh, okay. American Nightmare. This is a really good one. Guys, you gotta... I just wish people would listen to me. Yeah, American Nightmare. Slips off real nice like. Not a huge fan of the cover art for American Nightmare, but I mean, it's just the cover art. It's never been particularly good for American Nightmare. This one, what the fuck did I do here? I know I did some like syncing and stuff. I don't think I did the subtitles for American Nightmare, but I might have. Fuck, I don't know. What did I do for American... Wait, let me see what the extras are. Commentary, making of documentary, legacy of... I think I just, like, organized special features and shit for this. But I remember dealing with this for a long time, so maybe I did create the subtitles. Fuck, I don't remember. Anyway, American Nightmare, courtesy... Let me wait a second. Let me just... Oh, there we go. I have a fisheye on, and I didn't bother taking it off. I felt very Wong Kar-wai for some reason. Actually, wait. Here's Wong Kar-wai. Here's my Wong Kar-wai video. Wait. Oh, it's a Wong Kar-wai movie! Ah! 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 American music! Ah! Wong Kar-wai. This episode of Michael's live stream was shot by Christopher Doyle. Anyway, so yeah. Oh, right, booklet. I didn't realize there was a booklet in here. Let's see. Got some writing by Michael Gingold from 2002. And a little essay by Brad Henderson. Oh, and an essay by Debbie Rochon. Nice. So yeah, American Nightmare, fun little ditty. Oh right, I did the There's like the Dr. Caligari segments. That took me 10 years to figure out how to present that. And I think I just edited extras together. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. I might have done captions. I don't remember. Shrek. Here we go, baby. I love Shrek. Shrek is so fucking good. It's weird as shit. It's not for everybody. Most SOV movies are not. Speaking of which, I've noticed, I feel like there's people who think that Teravision... California Dreaming was the song I was thinking of, actually, and for some reason, my brain was not, like, connecting to the title. But yeah, California Dreaming playing in the background, 100%. But I've seen a lot of people, they seem to think that Teravision is strictly a SOV label. No. American Nightmare, shot on film. Didn't very often look like it because it was always through a shitty video transfer, but shot on film. Shrek, not shot on film. Shrek shot on really shoddy video. And god damn it, fuck. Not great audio. As someone who did the captions can tell you, not great audio. But pretty accurate captions, I think. There's definitely a few moments in the movie where I was like, this seems right. But, that is the job of a guy who does, like, anytime I have clear dialogue, it's usually like 99.9%, but, I remember this took me a long time, and I was on vacation when I did this, so it was just me on my little laptop, like, I have no fucking idea what they're saying right now. But this has commentary that I've not listened to yet, but I think oh wait, no, I did listen to this, because I had to sync it up. It's a really good commentary, Don Adams and Harry Picardi. We got some interviews with those guys. I believe I edited those interviews. And of course, thank you, Ian, for liking the stream, you beautiful baby boy. I love you, Ian. There's no booklet in here, but there is a little new releases card. And you can get your creep coins. Don't forget your creep coins. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Hey, stop barking. You drive me nuts. I will say, even though I do love Teravision and I want them to succeed, guys, you need to start embossing your slipcovers because this won't do. People don't buy for movies. They buy for cardboard. And you need that cardboard to have, like, glossy bits and fucking embossing and like a matte finish on one part, but then like, I don't know, dragon scale on the other or some bullshit. Some guy who kills people. I did do these subtitles. I remember that. I think that's about it. I think that's about it. I think everything else is pretty much done going in. But it's got a bunch of special features. I mean, if you look, it's kind of hard to see, but like all that and all that, those are 2 rows of special features. So if you've ever wanted the definitive edition of Some Guy Who Kills People, starring Kevin Corrigan, Lost's very own Kevin Corrigan, he was in Lost, right? I don't remember. Then, yeah. What am I gonna do? Cut my titty off? Feel kind of good. Man, you know, this would be a banger if I was in a little miniature swimming pool right now. Let's see what else we got here. So, again, just comes with a card. They don't tend to do much with the insert. It's usually just a background thing. The thing about Teravision, ow, I think I almost cut myself on the Blu-ray cover case. Oh man, getting old. My skin's getting all papery. What was I fucking talking about? If you look up here, that's my it's my weed bag. I take that with me. I put my keys and my weed in there. And condoms. Yeah, but Some Guy Who Kills People, good little film. I wouldn't call it like amazing or anything. It's probably out of this bunch of releases. I don't know. It's maybe my least favorite. I don't know. That's not... Actually, I haven't watched Welcome to Hell. I don't even know why I got Welcome to Hell. I didn't do anything on Welcome to Hell. So thanks for the free movie, guys. But Some Guy Who Kills People, a lot of fun. Hey, you're killing me here. You killing me. Where's my coffee? Where's my coffee? Oh, my wife is back, so it's... Drinking that Folgers special right there. Gala. Gala is so fucking slept on, it's ridiculous. And I don't know why people aren't buying it more. I feel like this is one that I thought everybody would be talking about, and no one is. I don't think I actually worked on this one, though. I'm pretty sure I didn't work on this one. So this is another freebie. Thanks, guys. What I don't have, and maybe they just haven't shipped this out yet, so that's why I don't have it, but the, shit, the other one that I think has Hell in the title. Fuck, what's it? Go to Teravision. Let's see here. We'll talk about their new releases shortly as well. Escape from Hellhole. God, I don't know why I just cannot think. Has anyone gotten Escape from Hellhole? More like getting jiggly with it. Jigglypuff. But Escape from Hellhole, I don't really have much to say about Gala other than it's fucked up that no one's buying it. But, Escape from Hellhole, since I don't have it here, so goddamn good. Holy shit. That's one I feel like no one is talking about. Like, Gala at least got some, like, coverage, and I don't remember anything about Escape from Hellhole. Maybe I'm just, you know, missing it. Maybe there's, like, a whole Escape from Hellhole fucking cult that's built up since I was last around, but as far as I can tell, no one talks about Escape from Hellhole, and that's a fucking crime, because Escape from Hellhole fuckity rules so hard. It's a great women in prison flick. One of the better women in prison flicks I've seen. And admittedly, I'm not a big fan of women in prison films, but Casey liked the stream. Yeah, you like that stream, wife, who's right outside my door right now. But Gala, oh my god. Got a card again. Yeah, I think this is one of the few, I'm a little critical of Teravision's art style. Not because I can't remember his name. I'm so sorry, guy whose name I cannot remember off the top of my head right now. But does great work with graphic design. As can be seen with Shrigala. Shrigala has a beautiful bit of cover art. Oddly enough, Escape from Hellhole, also a great bit of cover art. And it's all graphic design work. And I feel like in some instances it just doesn't work for me. Like Captives, I don't think really works all that well in the cover department. But other ones do. Cube looks great. Chocolate Strawberry Vanilla, yeah, looks alright. Get My Gun, I don't like. Copperhead looks great. So it's kind of a hit or miss type thing, and I just wish that they would put a little bit more time and effort into this. Not because I really care that much about slips, but because the market at large cares about slips. But if you want a cool slip, Shrigala. Shrigala looks fucking dope as fuck. That's all I got. It's a Friday the 13th sort of ripoff from the Philippines. Is that right? Pretty sure I'm not being racist, but I might be. Drinking coffee. But Captives. Despite me not liking the cover very much, really delightful little film. It's from Gary Cohen. He also did Video Violence, which Video Violence is like, as far as SOV movies go, it's like a masterpiece of the genre. Captives is not a masterpiece of the genre, but I would say it is still a really strong companion piece to that. It's got some great character work. The villains specifically are played very well. And it's one of those few SOV movies that is written in such a way that it has like proper arcs, proper structure. It is basically just a home invasion movie. I say basically, it's a home invasion movie. But it's really good, and I think the characters are what really do it for me. The characters are really strong. I can't remember her name, but the main Jackie Neal plays Nikki. Is so phenomenal. And Art Neal plays Chick. Chick's bananas. And then Polly, played by Neil Carbone. They're all great. Polly has this kind of like innocent, mentally challenged thing going on. Chick is like the psychotic dude, and then Nikki is the psychotic lady. And I really enjoyed that. I only did subtitles for this one, so I'm very curious to listen to this commentary with Gary Cohen. I think this was one of my early subtitle jobs for Teravision. It was either this one or... I think it was this one, Chocolate Strawberry Vanilla, and Get My Gun were early on. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. But Captives, also very strong. Cube! No one gives a shit about Cube, and I don't understand why. This is, of course, for those who are just completely... oh yeah, Malum is available through Teravision. I don't think that one... I think that one had a delay because of the UHD thing, if I'm not mistaken. But a lot of stuff on that disc. I don't remember... I think I just organized the extras on that one. I think. Yeah, because that one definitely had subtitles going in. No one's asking this fucker to do subtitles for an actual proper release. But first off, great slip. Looks beautiful. This is the Japanese remake of Cube, and even though he's not really a part of it at all, it does come with an interview with Cube creator Vincenzo Natali, which I edited, and I was so shocked to find out that they probably should have put... Well, I guess it stands to reason you'd expect there to be subtitles. Yeah, I didn't realize just how Canadian he was until then. So if you want to know all about the Cube movies from the creator, who barely talks about the film in question, that's one for you. I didn't finish the movie because I didn't have to, and I was really busy at the time, but I watched part of it, and I thought it was really fun. That was a solid little film. Apparently some people think it's too stupid or something.
Sir, have you let the dog out at all today?
You didn't?
I was getting our child ready. He was in the bedroom with you.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Could you also make me some cottage cheese?
No.
And don't even set your stuff down.
Okay.
Okay. Immediately, moods change. Look at that great art. That's great. Love my life. A cube. It's Japanese. That's fun. Chocolate, strawberry, vanilla. Chocolate, strawberry, vanilla. Interesting slip. I don't know that it really... Well, I mean, it's this... Actually, the back is a really strong look at the film. It's basically Taxi Driver, but he... Ice cream? Yeah, ice cream. And, yeah, that's basically it. Oh, and Australian. Or New Zealand? Australian. New Zealand? Fuck, what is it? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, they don't say. That's so annoying. Now I can't be confident in what I say. Either which way, what did I do here? I did the subtitles, and that's a, yeah. And, this is really cool, because they made, like, some, like a season of television that's on this disc. They made, just like a short film, and then it has a bunch of deleted scenes, behind the scenes, commentary. I mean, it's pretty stacked for something that I don't think anyone was really, like, craving in any significant way. But it's a good film. As far as Taxi Driver knockoffs go, it's really good. I love the ending especially. It's a very dark film, but it's also pretty funny. And it has an in-universe soap opera that is fascinating. A little obvious for anyone who's seen this kind of movie before, but very well done, very entertaining. And yeah, check it out. Welcome to Hell. I have not watched because I didn't do anything with this movie. I don't know why it's even. I think I might have asked for it, and maybe they were just like, sure, fuck it, give them Welcome to Hell. According to Brad, this is great. So do I use subtitle software specifically for doing the subs for the movies? I use DaVinci Resolve. So it used to be when you did subtitles, for like a solid over a decade at least, you would, if you wanted to do it quick and easy, you would upload the movie to YouTube. You'd let them auto-generate subtitles, and then you would download that SRT file and edit from there. And usually it required you to edit just about almost every line, but it gave you like a base work. And the main thing there was to have structure, because you want structure. You want everything to you want there to be like a spot for every sub, so you don't have to manually go in and add the subtitle. You can just click, edit, click, edit, click, edit. So still a lot of work. And now what I do is and this is going to get me canceled, I know, but I use AI to generate the initial subtitles, which are roughly the same. There's really not a huge difference. The only difference is I don't have to upload anything anywhere. I can just have it do it. And then I go subtitle by subtitle. I edit. It does have a great option in Resolve where you can do it. I should do a video on this. You can do it Netflix style, and you can say how many characters are allowed and how many lines, which for Blu-ray subtitle, or like I guess just movie subtitles, it's 42 characters across and it's 2 lines. And so I just set it that way. So that way at least I have, again, like everything is the right number of characters for the most part. Sometimes it fucks it up. And so there's a strong baseline, and then it's just go through and listen carefully and double check. Sometimes I'll use subtitles that have been made prior as a baseline, especially if there's like fan subs or something out there, just in case. Like there's one I'm working on right now that one I just finished, where there's this one character who I cannot understand a fucking word he says because he has this insane accent. It's slashers. It's Chainsaw Charlie. I just could not understand what he was saying half the time, which is maybe being a bit hyperbolic, but so I got some subs, which were the director's cut subs, which it made it more confusing for a minute, but and so I was like, all right, what does it say? And I didn't trust them in full because there were mistakes, and so I never trust previously done subs if they're not like from a disc. But I just went through and I was like, all right, that one doesn't sound right, so let's pop that in. I've gone on a bit of a tangent because I'm tired. But basically, yeah, I used DaVinci Resolve for subtitles, and there's probably an easier way, honestly, but I find that just popping it through an AI so that you have the baseline and then going through line by line and just, it'll be something like, someone says, I told you so, and, it's bold you so. I don't know. And so you just change it to I told you so. And you just do that for hours and hours and hours. Welcome to hell. Doesn't really have anything in there, but nice little insert. I'm intrigued to watch it. I've heard great things. Just I didn't have to do it, so I didn't watch it because I don't bother with things I don't work on right now. Get My Gun. Get My Gun is the most distressing for me because it's such a good movie, and for my money, out of all the slips, it's the weakest art. And that doesn't seem fair, because this movie is fucking rad. If you've not bought Get My Gun, I strongly recommend you do. If you don't like the slip, just don't buy the slip. Done. You can see the actual... actually, let me get this wrap off so that you can actually... It's not all glistening. Back to subtitles, though. I don't think anyone should buy like overpriced software anymore. There's no point. It's a day's work and it's not even a day. You can get through 2 or 3 movies in a day if you really put your mind to it. What did I get on here just now? Did this have anthrax in it? That made me really mad. Anyway, so Get My Gun has a solid cover. When you take the slip off. Nothing really in there. Great disc with the gun pointed at you. Swift. Never used Swift. I have been, I'm wondering how many, this is almost apropos of nothing, but I've noticed with subtitles on streaming services, like a lot of them, they're sometimes too specific to not, to be AI. Like it'll say, like I was watching Our Flag Means Death, great show by the way, and I think it was Our Flag Means Death, and there were several moments where, especially there was like a description of like such and such hits such and such or whatever, where it's like, well, that's too specific to be an AI, but then there's like these little mistakes here and there where I'm like, that looks like an AI mistake. So I'm wondering if people, like, if they're just super lazy with how they do their subs. I don't know. It's weird. I try to be very exact with my subtitles. I do make mistakes. Like, I guarantee if you go through and check all my work, there's definitely some stuff in there that's not right. Thank you.
I couldn't find the nutmeg.
There's no more.
Okay. And there's no kiwi, right?
Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, not today. No. Oh yeah, foreign dial. I have actually. That's one thing that I'm gonna test soon. When I have time. I don't have time right now. I work constantly. I just never stop. It's definitely fine for my mental health. But I want to take some old Pinku films that don't have English subtitles, and once I've gotten through like the first 2 editions of Genki, and I've learned more Japanese. Hi, Christy. Everybody, star of Dr. Deathface, Christy Gudaitis. I can't remember how to say your fucking last name, Christy. I'm sorry. I should probably have multi-stream on so I can actually read everything that's happening. Brain. What was I talking about? Oh, right. But I want to, once my Japanese is a little bit better, I say a little bit, a lot better, I'm going to start taking old pinkus that don't have translations and Gudaitis. Gudaitis, okay. Christy Gudaitis. That makes more sense. Sorry, Christy. Great actress, by the way. If you need someone to act in your movie, but you're in Las Vegas, and you're in Las Vegas, Christy. Gudaitis. But yeah, I want to do some Pinku translations and just, I don't know, upload them. I don't know what I would do with them, but I feel like that'd be fun. Do you like my tits? According to my doctor, because there's an app you can use now where it sends like all of your results to you directly, because we live in the future. And I looked, and I am like 0.1% under the BMI of someone who is obese. So that was nice to find out that I'm just a great big fat person. So I got to work on that. And I got to start doing yoga, because I am in constant pain. Criterion 50% off flash sale. Won't be doing that, because I don't have money. Thank you, mortgage. Anyway, Get My Gun, really good. It's a strong kind of take on the rape revenge film. I think a lot of people, I saw a lot of reviews that were negative that seemed to want something more in the line of like I Spit on Your Grave or whatever. And it's very much not that. It does a lot of things in a very smart way. Some of it is let down a little bit by the production values. It's definitely a super, 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 super low budget film. Yeah, but Tony, my titties. Look at these things. Can you imagine how much these weigh? Put these on a scale. Look at that. It keeps moving after you're done. Just keeps moving. Keeps going. Dun 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 dun. I'm doing great, guys. Anyway, Brian Darwas does a great job. Kate Hoffman is fantastic in the lead role, and the way that it kind of diverges in kind of I want to say mid-second act. I want to say so around the midpoint, it shifts gears a bit before circling back around, and I think that didn't work for a lot of people. And I think if those people were to rewatch the movie and just be a little bit more open with it, then they would find it's actually a really smart film. So Get My Gun comes with a strong recommendation from yours truly, even though the slipcover is kind of lame. And then finally, the last one I got in this package from Teravision, which for those who are tuning in a little late to this fat naked guy drinking coffee and having cottage cheese, this is all stuff that that was sent to me by Teravision, which, congratulations, Teravision, you're the first company to actually send me editor copies of what I've worked on, so that's cool. Copperhead, the Snake movie. First off, love this slipcover. This is one of my favorites. I think this and Gala, or I like Shrek too, but I think this and Gala are my two favorites. So a lot of people, I feel like, probably skip this one because of the snake violence, or the violence against snakes. And let me just throw this out there real quick. Not a whole lot of snakes actually killed in this movie. I had to sync the commentaries, which was more complicated than usual. So I listened to the entire commentary, I think both of them. I at least listened to the filmmaker commentary. His son did a commentary as well, and I remember listening to at least most of that. I don't know if I actually listened to all of it necessarily, but I listened to all of the director's commentary, And it's fascinating to learn, like, a lot of it is just roadkill. Like, you see snakes get blown to pieces by gunfire. And this makes sense, because, like, how hard would it be to, like my computer's running low on storage space. Why? I'm not even recording anything right now. Why is it all of a sudden... Wait a second, let me just check this real quick. I don't know if this is a serious issue or not. Wow, where is it? Is this actually recording without me having it record or something? Why is there space being used up? Okay, I need to... Let's see. Let me just... I don't really want to delete that, but I can just re-download later. Okay, let's delete that stuff. Sorry, just want to make sure that things don't like start to fail on me or whatever. That's weird. I don't know what's going on there. I have a lot of DaVinci Resolve stuff. Wait a minute, how much DaVinci Resolve do I have? Let's see. DaVinci Resolve. In my downloads. A lot of DaVinci Resolve in my downloads. That's probably a good reason to have. That's a lot of gigs. Skip that. Cool. Okay, that should fix that problem, I feel like. I need more fucking disk space, too. I'm just... Ugh. Being an editor sucks. It's fucking garbage. Because, like, there's so much money you have to spend as an editor that you don't even think about when you're getting into it. And then no one pays all that well. Like, I say that. Vinegar Syndrome actually started paying really well. And Teravision pays all right. But, like, most of the time, if you... Like, I had... This is worse. So, my editing starts off... I need to start eating this. My editing starts off at, for new clients, $300 per project. And that's usually based on 15 minutes worth, but starts at $300. And for some people, they're kind of locked into a $250 deal. But point is, it's a few $100s for me to edit a project, which is not bad. That's a good rate. That is a great rate for the people getting it. Not a great rate for me, but it's a great rate for them. And I had a friend send me a recommendation to shoot, and I found out when I was talking to them about the project, shoot and edit. So I was going to shoot, like light it, use my camera, shoot it, and edit hardcore anal porn. And I was all for it, because I was like, I would love to shoot hardcore anal porn. That sounds great. That sounds like a fun afternoon. And I asked, okay, well, what do you usually pay for a camera guy? Because my idea was I'll just charge them for the edit and then charge a super low rate for the camera. And mind you, camera, that's more like project to project, but that's going to cost you a fair amount of money. A day rate for a camera guy is not, for the average person, cheap. But I feel like I'm pretty cheap. Which is probably, I'm a bad businessman. So I say, okay, well, how much do you charge for a camera guy? And they have this director who works in hardcore all the time, who for shooting and editing charges $350, just $350. And I was like, I'm not doing that. But what I will do is I will charge the $300 for editing, and I will charge $100 to shoot, only because I have yet to shoot hardcore pornography, and so vis-a-vis I am technically not qualified, because I've only shot like softcore scenes. I will give that one, I'll just give you that one basically. And that was an immediate non-starter, because that was too much money. And I was like, okay. And that's happened before. I had there was a, anytime someone like recommends me for something, it's always someone who does not want to spend any money. There was a law office that wanted portraits done of all of their, I assume they're lawyers. And I said, $250 per person. Because, you know, it's a lawyer's office. I figure they can afford it. They're fucking lawyers. And there's probably not going to be that many because it's just lawyers. It's not like you're, you know, getting portraits of your entire staff. You know, your secretary is not getting a portrait to hang up. Probably. I don't know. I don't know how all offices work anymore. But I thought $250 per one, that's pretty good. Nope. That's way more expensive than anybody else was offering. No one wants to fucking pay for anything anymore. It's ridiculous. Anyway, snake death. So Copperhead, the snake movie. Not a lot of snakes killed. It makes sense because, like, it'd be hard to shoot those fuckers. You know what I mean? Like, they're snakes. Like, they're blah, blah, blah. So it makes sense that what they're shooting is just corpses they find on the road because they live in the country. A lot of dead snakes on the road. And they also, like, they train snakes, and so I think there's also just snakes that died of natural causes, maybe. I know that roadkill was mentioned, but... And, like, there's a turtle that they show at one point, and that was a turtle they found on the side of the road. So, minus a few instances, there are definitely snakes that die in this movie, but it's like 3. And it looks like 50. So, props to them. Good job. But it's also kind of like this weird sort of pseudo-Southern Gothic horror film that's really pretty fascinating. Not only in that sense, not a whole lot going on in here, but also just in the sense that, like, it is SOV. It's shot on, oh, I don't remember. I think it's U-matic. Let's see what year is this. Is 83, so the way it looks, I mean, U-matic makes sense. It might have been like a, I think it was U-matic. I don't know. I don't know offhand. Yeah, I'll charge a package deal. I mean, that's, you know, the hardcore thing was a package deal. I think a really good one. And I didn't get a chance to try a deal with the lawyers because they were immediately just like, that's too much. I was like, all right, non-starter. You know, that's another problem is, like, I find that if I give someone the opportunity to negotiate a price, they'll just say fuck it and go away. They won't actually try to negotiate. No one wants to do that, I guess. So I usually have to lowball it to some degree because no one's going to fucking pay the money. Which is fine. I mean, I don't waste my time, but I just find it all very frustrating because no one seems to care about quality of work or training or the years that you put in or the fucking, like, the amount of money I've spent on my computer, the amount I spend monthly for, like, stock, the number of fucking hard drives I have to buy. No one considers it. No one cares. It's just, do the job, monkey. It's very tired. Again, mine is like, most of the Blu-ray companies are very nice. This is more just a general sort of thing. And then no one wants to pay their invoices. Like, I have one invoice, not from either of the 2 companies that I work with most. I have a $3,000 invoice that $1,000 has been paid. $2,000 I don't expect to ever get. But I was promised. And when I gave him the rate, it was like, that's fine, we can do that, that's cool. I will never get that $2,000. Which, my fault for not having a contract on that job, but, like, people just think it's okay to not pay invoices. Oh, and Brave. I was about to bring up Brave and talk about new releases, but it just froze. So give me just a moment while that stops freezing. And then we'll dig in. I've never had Brave stop responding. That's crazy. Anyway, I'm kind of over doing freelance. Like, that's not to say I'm not going to freelance, but, like, what ends up happening is an invoice doesn't get paid on time. Or it gets paid later than expected. And then I miss, like, 2 months this year, I missed my mortgage. And on the books, I had the money, but I did not have the money. And so 2 months, I missed my mortgage by a couple days. And so now my mortgage is up $200 per month, which would be fine if my mortgage started off very low. But it did not start off very low. So those $200 were very felt. And it does, like, I work like 12 hours a day every day for no good reason. I don't make enough. Like, I did my, like, even my, my job that pays regularly, I did the math on the hours, and I was like, you know, and luckily, like, the job is such that it's very, it's not easy, but it's, I can be very here and there with my hours. I don't really have to specifically do like 40 hours a week or anything. But if I did do 40 hours a week, it's not a good deal for me at all. And I spend a lot of time on that. And then I think, okay, well, there's that, and then all this other work I do that takes me so fucking long. And then, like, I'll see someone else's work who's also getting paid presumably the same amount I get paid. And it's not nearly as polished. Not that mine's particular. I'm not even that great of an editor, but I see people put together like special features that are less polished than mine, and I'm just like, why do I put in so much fucking work for something that where the money just immediately goes away? Hey, Emmeline, wonderful production manager on Dr. Deathface. A lot of Dr. Deathface people coming in. I'm just so tired, man. Like, I just want to make movies. Like, this year, I had this amazing plan to do 3 movies this year. Like, it was a borderline foolproof plan. And then, as soon as January hit, everything fell apart. Just everything just fell the fuck apart. And I went about 6 months with very little work. And mind you, like, at this point, wife's bringing in a little bit of money, but, like, I'm the breadwinner. At this point, currently, I'm the only winner. Like, I bring in all the monies. So it is just, like, this constant hell of, like, I just work and work and work. I wind up with nothing to show for it, really. Like, I've stopped buying Blu-rays. Obviously, I get Vinegar Syndrome still, because I have a subscription. And, like, I got this free stuff. That's, well, free. I worked for it, but, you know, didn't have to pay for these. And, like, every so often I'll buy, like, you know, a Severin thing. Like, I got the Black Emmanuel set, which I am working on the review for that. It's just taking a long time. You say new plan. I have a plan. I want to write off some of my taxes. So I came up with an idea that I'm going to try to work into November. That's like a 3 or 4 day, like, Jim Wynorski kind of shoot, you know? And Christy doesn't know who Jim Wynorski is, so that actually doesn't help her at all. But I'm hoping I can. That one's one where I can kind of just shit it out, and it should work. We'll see if that happens, but I just, like, I have so many things I want to do, and I just feel age hitting me like bricks every day. Like, I'm in pain. Like, my back hurt. This morning my hip hurt because I think I sat weird at a wedding I went to last night. Like, what am I now? I'm just this, like, fat, sad man. This is a terrible stream. Also, this is still frozen. 1 second. I mean, just in that. Oh, probably because I have all this fucking shit running. 1 second. I have this massive Photoshop file running. Got like 15 Chromes open. I don't think I need that. Got every window under the fucking sun open. restore? Yes. Cool. All right. Okay. Here we go. Well, that's a little off. Anyway, I'm sorry to bitch and moan. I don't mean to. I guess I can stop with the David Zaslav. I mean, they still need to pay actors, but I feel like it's a little less useful now. Yeah. Like, I used to think I'd be a great cameraman, but I can't even do that anymore. Like, I can shoot my own stuff, but I couldn't be like... I have some camera guy friends who work on, like, all these reality shows, like competition shows that either come through here or are shot nearby. And they tell me about, like, what their day-to-day is like, and I'm like, my back would die. It would just crack in half. Fuck, I don't have the... Where's my end of the line Blu-ray, guys? What the shit? You leave out the best shit? God damn. What else do I not have? Let's see. Never got Santa Claus. Where's my Santa Claus, guys? Worked on that one. Killing me. Alright, so let's see here. What we got coming up? The Joe Zazzo collection hasn't been produced yet, so that one, or printed or whatever, sent out. But I'm really excited for that one. I watched all those movies a lot. And it was worth it. They're so good. I will say, there are bound to be people who hate this collection. It is very much my speed. So, you know, do with that as you will. But I love it. America's Deadliest Home Video is shockingly good. What's his fucking name? I'm just like... Danny Bonaducci. Danny Bonaducci is so good in this movie that it almost feels like a crime that he did not have a more respected career. Because he's so fucking good in this movie. And actually everyone is. Like, it's just it's a stacked cast. Not a stacked... I mean, they're not, like, names. But talent-wise, stacked cast. Kind of a man bites dog kind of thing, but a little schlockier. I really enjoyed America's Deadliest Home Video. Let's see. Into the Line is fucking rad. Haven't watched All Jacked Up and Full of Worms. The Head's pretty good. I hear The Head is real stellar. Don't need to sell you on the slipcover because I know for a fact a shitload of people bought this. Way more than bought The Head. Hell's Highway is really strong. I feel like most people have probably seen Hell's Highway, but I can assure you, worth your time if you haven't. It is so fucking good. It is an SOV film, but it's shot on, like, you know, like DV tape, I think. And yeah, great kind of campy performance by Phoebe Dollar. Phoebe Dollar is weird because I think that if you look at her as like a standard issue actress, she's not very good. But if you look at her as like a B movie SOV actress and like specifically what she brings to those movies, she's great. It's a weird dynamic, but I love Phoebe Dollar. I'm not shitting on Phoebe Dollar. It's one of those things that it's hard to fully describe. But Hell's Highway is really good. Woodchipper Massacre, not much of a massacre. I think like 2 people die in the entire movie. But it's kind of a fun, like, the parents are away kind of movie. Not bloody, so don't expect that. It's really more of like a funny thriller, I guess. I don't know how to describe Woodchipper Massacre, but definitely a worthwhile film. And this is one of those times where I think the graphic design approach actually works really well for the slip. I've not seen Blood Car. I've not seen Dead Air. Hollow Gate, I'm almost done with. I'm doing the subs on that for right now, and that's a weird one. It's real weird. It's such a... Because it's very much a Halloween ripoff, but it's a Halloween ripoff in 1988, and on a very low budget. Not shot on video. I don't know I saw someone say it was SOV, and that's definitely not SOV. But I think it might have been edited on tape, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not entirely sure. I wish they said stuff about the transfers on these. That's one thing I would really like. But, oh, this is a City Lights one, too. Right, I totally forgot about that. But I don't think it's, like, that looks like 16 to me. Especially like that fire. Like, maybe I'm just going crazy, but that to me looks like 16 millimeter. Which I'm pretty sure a lot of City Lights stuff was 16. Just released on video. Like, right? I'll have to ask Brad, but I'm 99.99999% certain, unless my brain is just fully fucked. Oh, it is in the description? Blah, blah, blah. Cold video, store staple, new transfer. Shot on, oh, yeah, it is right on there. I can't read. Shot on 60mm, edited on tape. Okay, yeah, I was exactly right. Cool, great. And they restored the master 1-inch beta. Which, by the way, minus the opening credits. And mind you, I haven't finished watching it because I'm still... I don't have time to watch a movie without, like, them doing subs for right now, before doing the subs, so I'm just, like, enjoying it as I go. Which is not how you should watch these, but I don't have time. Like, if I wasn't feeling so despondent, I probably wouldn't have done this live stream, but I just felt like I needed a live stream. But aside from the opening credits, so far, it all looks pretty good. Like, I'm working with the, well, it's a 720p version of it, but so it's a little lower quality on my end, but it still looks really good. Like, you could tell me that it's sourced from the actual, like, print, maybe, and I might believe you. It's maybe not that good, but it's still, it's close enough that I'm like, maybe I can. The jar is fucking bananas. And they have, if you've seen, actually, let's see here. Wait, if you go on YouTube, I know Red Letter Media talked about it. And they called it like the worst movie they'd ever seen, which I think is stupid. That's not, nope. Let's see here. Where's the actual, Future War. Future War is bananas. Let's see. There we go. So this tape source looks like absolute ass, and it's super cropped in. This thing was shot on anamorphic widescreen lenses. Like, it is a weirdly good-looking film. But I can't fucking find it. There's a lot of them talking. All right, so, like, these shots look way better when you actually don't have a shitty cropped-in tape transfer. Like, this is a cool scene right here, but it doesn't really work in the version that Red Letter Media is presenting. And there's a lot of other interesting things about it. Let's see, I'll just see. Distributor released in a butchered, cropped presentation, cutting about half the intended frame and a murky VHS transfer. Restored the jar using a partial camera negative along with a print to finally offer director Bruce Toscano's unique vision in all its beautiful color-rich glory, accompanied by a stunning synth score and bonus material. Striking to view. So one thing they don't mention is how... I'm not going to spoil it for you, because I don't know how well-known this is. It's just something Brad told me, so I'm not sure about how well known this is, but to keep it mildly vague, the way that they recorded the audio is insane. I don't understand what the reasoning was behind this, but they did it in the most bass-ackwards way you possibly could do ADR. And the entire movie is ADR. I think they, like, lost the soundtrack or something. And it's got a great score. It's weird as shit. some really good makeup effects here and there. Terrible lead character in the best possible way. He is the most boring man alive. And I love him. A lot of just cool visuals, like some good visuals. Does it make a lot of sense? Not really. But actually, I say that it both doesn't make any sense and is super student film plotting. I don't know how to describe it really, but I love The Jar. Like, it is so fucking good. And it is a crime that people only know it from that Red Letter Media video. Nothing against Red Letter. I love Red Letter Media. But I think they got it wrong on this one. And not entirely their fault, because again, they had a shitty version of the movie. This is one you need to buy. This is one that, even though I'm not really buying much anymore, I would buy. I just get a free copy. But that's just wonderful stuff. Let's see. Door, I have not watched yet. I actually have a copy of this. But I might see if Brad can send me their version. Let's see. 2K transfer from the original camera. Yeah, I want that. I want that. Please. Thank you. This was another one that I'm very excited about because it's one I've just heard about for a long time and I've seen clips from and I've seen like GIFs made out of it and what have you, and I really pumped. Slashers, meanwhile. Slashers, I had not watched Slashers. Even though it was very big on the video stores and all that. I watched it for doing the subs. It's a really good movie. Like, it has a few issues that are very Canadian budget-centric. Several of the actors just sound kind of weird. And one of them is aggressively Canadian. And it's a little distracting. But I think it's a great, somewhat ahead of its time film. All three slasher killer guys are fantastic. To the point that I was a little, obviously they don't all make it out alive. The one who dies initially, like fairly early on, I was a little bummed about because I really enjoyed him. And then I found out he plays two of the characters, and I was like, oh, that makes sense that they would have, because it's a lot of work. Yeah. Maurice Devereaux, super slept on director. This and Into the Line are so good. He deserves a comeback. It's fucked up that he's like trying and failing to get a comic book off the ground when he should be like directing like solid mid-budget horror fare. But what are you gonna do, I guess? Pretty packed. Newly created subtitles. Yeah. I didn't do anything else on this one other than subs, so I don't really know anything about the extras alike, but I'm excited for a commentary with Maurice Devereaux. I would like to know more about this film. This is one where I do think you could do a remake and it would be so fucking rad. I think you barely have to change anything. You basically just up the production values here and there. Maybe add a little bit of commentary about modern stuff since this is from 2001. And bingo bongo, you've got a fucking amazing horror film. I think my biggest gripe is the main woman. I don't remember the actress's name, but not great. Not great. Most of them aren't great, but she specifically is not great. She's kind of annoying. So that's my one big drawback. But that's a minor thing all said and done because it's a great film. So they're really like a lot of great stuff from Teravision. If you really just like siphon through it a bit, like they're really putting out some amazing stuff, and it's too bad that they're getting slept on quite a bit because they're rocking and rolling. Now let's talk about the two big guys. First off, Severin. I don't remember what I last talked about on here. I'll be honest with you. In case I think we talked about this, but of course they have Count Dracula 4K. Yeah, I did talk about this. Because I remember being excited for the Pere Portobello set. which I will buy at some point, probably on discount, on both instances. But still, not a bad bundle. Not a bad bundle. The one thing they just announced was Danza Macabre Volume 2, which I was very close to buying Volume 1 when I was at Joe Bob's Jamboree. So I did that. That was fun. Met one fan. That was cool. Got to hang out with my pal Ginger Lynn. Saw Charles Band making a movie during the Jamboree. That was also really cool. Anyway. So Danza Macabre Volume 2. Got The Devil's Lover. Got They Have Changed Their Face. Was that? Yeah, baby. Jekyll. And Castle of Blood. I haven't seen any of these, so actually I don't... 3 discs for Castle of Blood. Oh, there's a UH... Oh, and there's a... Oh my god. Huh. So we've got a UHD of Castle of Blood. Got the Blu-ray. And then got a third disc that's also a Blu-ray just for special features. That's crazy. How much is in these special features? Because it doesn't look like a lot, but, I mean, you fucking dedicate a whole nother disc to it. It's very intriguing. Discs 4 and 5 is Jekyll. They're really going hard with these. Wow. And those have got some interviews and video essays. This, again, doesn't seem like a lot, but... But it's 2 discs. I don't know. I guess is it different cuts? Blip, 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 blip. Don't know. Okay. It says 262 minutes, so I'm assuming that it's... Oh, wait, is this a series? 4-part contemporary allegory of... Okay, so it's a mini-series. I'm sorry. I should have read that first. They have changed their face. Bunch of stuff on that one. The Devil's Lover. Got some stuff on that one. Nothing too crazy. That's kind of the also-ran of the bunch. Looks good. Looks good. I probably won't be getting it anytime soon, if at all, but looks good. I mean, I think it's a cool set, definitely. As a fan of Italian Gothic bullshit, not too shabby. Oh, Guillermo still is in here. Hey, Guillermo. Guillermo's one of my favorites. And then Vinegar Syndrome did a lot of stuff, and since this is an unofficial quadruple BN, I'm not gonna dig too deep, but I'm still really excited for Prophecy, by the way. Let's see, the Flesh trilogy. I love this trilogy. I would say Cursiver Flesh is probably the best one, but that's a toughie. They all kind of work together as a whole. They're all very short. They're like an hour and change a piece. All Michael Finlay. Noted victim of helicopters, Michael Finlay. It's black and white, sexploitation, roughies, absolutely bananas. They all star Michael Finlay as the protagonist and villain. And what do we got here as far as extras, actually? We've got an illustrated booklet. They're newly restored from the 35mm camera negative, by the way. Gets my fucking goat. So they're all restored from the 35mm OCM. That's crazy. An extensive discussion with actress and creative partner of director Michael Finlay, Roberta Finlay, recorded in 2019. Dope. Got some theatrical trailers and an image gallery, plus feature-length audio commentary with Heather Drain. Hell yeah. And then for disc 2, for Curse and Kiss, we've got feature-length audio commentaries by Heather Drain as well. So I would say that's a pretty strong selection per Distrib Picks, which I believe is all available on Meldu City. Yep. God, there's so much. I'm not going to talk about them just because I don't really feel like it, but Joy, Halstead Plays Himself, hardcover book, and this double feature of Amber Aroused and Slip into Silk. All very exciting things. All things that I would love to have. Don't know when I'll ever buy them, just because of the present situation. But very excited to eventually get into those because, hell yeah, love me some quality pornography. Also, what a fucking cover, right? Holy God. Let's call it Women's Liberation. That's so great. Oh my God. I probably shouldn't look at too much of this because this is 100% going to end poorly, but damn. To be rich. But yeah, Flesh Trilogy looks great. Magic Crystal. It's a Cynthia Rothrock Hong Kong picture with Andy Lau. I don't know what to tell you. Buy it. Rabid Grannies, of course, Troma classic. Bloodsucking Freaks, another classic. If you're a Joe Bob fan, you've seen this before. One of the nastiest movies ever made. Pretty excited. I love how packed it is, too. I mean, a lot of it's archival material, but, like, I love a good, definitive edition of a slice of sleaze. And then Mother's Day. Mother's Day, I worked on... Was it individual interviews? Yeah. I edited all of these. Yeah. It's weird that I didn't get the Rex Piano one. But yeah, Cutting Mother did that. Last House in the Woods did that. Book of Mother's Day. Writing to Mother. My Brother and Me. And You're a Sick Woman. Yep. Did all those. Nancy Henriksen, by the way, can still get it. Holy shit. If you're out there, Nancy. Oh, this punk of man. Let's see here. But beyond that, you've got a commentary track with Charles Kaufman and Rex Piano. I'm super pumped for that. That's one of those, like, as soon as I can, that's going in the player. I'm not even watching the movie. I'm just listening to the commentary because that sounds aces. A bunch of other stuff, archival shit, other interviews. A tour of the shooting locations, which, all right. Of course, one of the things that Mother's Day is known for is it's shot in the same area as Friday the 13th, at the same time as Friday the 13th, and they even have, there's a shot of the car full of habitual victims going up a road, and it's almost the exact same shot between both movies, completely by coincidence. I mean, I say by coincidence, it's a great spot to do that shot, so it makes sense that they would both have the idea, but I'm gonna say it. Mother's Day, better than Friday the 13th. By a good margin, in fact. I love Mother's Day. It's a great film. So excited for that one. And then Mark of the Devil, I don't know, it's, the guy. I can't think of his name. He's always exciting. He's in, Blue Ice. What's his name? Fuck, I don't remember. And they're all weird. Reggie Nalderman? No. I don't know. But Udo Kier's in there. Herbert Lom. That's not bad. And just packed with shit. Packed. It's a 4K from the 35 OCN. Like, that's amazing. What a time to be alive. They got a bunch of other shit. Oh man, they're getting some like serious vinyl shit too. Man, just taking people's money. Is God Monster still cool? I really want God Monster. I never got the DVD, so this is a good timing. Look at that precious boy. Oh, that little baby. So yeah, let's see, how far behind am I on partner labels? I don't know where we stopped last time. I think Hitman's Hero is the first. I don't know, man. The Defilers and A Smell of Honey, A Swallow of Brine is one I definitely want. Film business. What's film business? that sounds really good. Just a bunch of articles about classic cinema. Ugh. Man. The Taking is intriguing. Psycho Pulse Film Festival sounds fun. These things, I bet this is sold out, isn't it? Really? I'm shocked. I'm shocked that this is not sold out, because you people love your classic gaming slipcovers. I'm Inn of the Damned and Night of Fear. That looks pretty good. Mafia Girl 1 and 2. I have not even heard of, but I'm intrigued by. I love that slip. A lot of drama. Oh, Larry Clark. Okay. Well, that's automatically gotta have it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I mean, everything looks good, but all that and God Monster of Indian Flats. That's my. Oh, and Cat City actually. I didn't even notice Cat City was put out. This is one I definitely would like to have. But as with everything, it's, we'll get there when we get there. So yeah, just still a bunch of great stuff on Blu-ray. What's new? What's new today? Let's see here. 4K restoration of Fritz Lang's Scarlet Street coming soon to Blu-ray. Cool. Looks like they're doing a regular like a standard release, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Cool. I don't know, man. I did see that, and I'm not seeing it right here, and I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but that Clive Barker movie. Fuck, what's it? Wait a second. Just bring up my shit. Underworld, which is also called Transmutations, is getting a 4K release soon. Let's see here. When is that coming out? That makes sense. That's what would come up. Okay. There we go. Did I not click it? Go! So yeah, Kino's putting out Underworld, aka Transmutations, on 4K on December 19th, which is bananas. Like, what a time to be alive. George Pavlov's Underworld. I'm sorry, George Pavlov's Clive Barker's Underworld. Just a wild, I mean, it makes sense, everything gets released now, but I never would have thought, oh yeah, Transmutations, 4K UHD, let's go. What a time to be alive. Could use more strawberries. All right. Anyway, let's just fuck around a bit. Let's talk about Israel and No. Let me bring up. Let's see. Actually, did I make a? I don't think I did. What did I call it? I will, by the way, I know that I kind of just bailed on the script thing. We will get back to that script once I'm fully back on board doing stuff. This is more of a therapy session that y'all get to hang out with. Apologies. I assume that the smell of honey... that's actually a good question. It has to be the uncut version, right? Where is that? Fuck, I can't. So, it's here, right? Is that? Yeah. Okay. Oof. All right. Blah, 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 blah. I would actually, like, anything that David F. Friedman or Byron Mabe? I've never said his name. I've only ever read it, and it sounds right in my head, and now I can't say it properly. Byron Mabe. Anything that they've been a part of, immediate interest. Them and, oh, God. Who's the fucking... Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. What the fuck is his name? Well, yeah, William Bodine, but who is the producer? Kroger Babb. There we go. Anything Kroger Babb, Byron Mabe, or David Friedman. Immediate interest, because they are just the kings, the original kings of exploitation. And I'm always intrigued by their shit. Anyway, how much is left here, by the way? 900? Okay. Preserved from the one and only 35mm prints in existence. From one of the only 35mm prints in existence. So I guess we don't know. Because it also, I guess you'd have to do the math on how long the defilers is, and then how long A Smell of Honey would be if it was the uncut version, I guess. Anyway, Twinks. That's what I was thinking of. Twinks. So I need, let's see here. Twink of the Damned. Alright. Sorry, I just don't want to show you all my projects that I have that I'm working on, so I need to... Oh, I'm sure. So, I have this idea for a movie. And this is me kind of like working through how I'm going to do this for patrons. Because I definitely need to get better at the Patreon. I was doing well for a bit, and then I just fell apart. Oh, I'm a little off. Let's see here. I guess if there's an uncut version, and it's the only 35mm print in existence, then it would have to be the uncut version. Well, no, I guess not, because it could be the uncut version's on tape. I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't put it out without having the uncut version on there, right? So I had this twink porn star friend, Mickey. And I actually don't know if he uses his real name or not for his porn, so I'm not going to say anything else about his name. But it's all like gay butt stuff, so I don't... Shock and awe, I don't watch it. But I have seen pictures, and it's impressive. And I was thinking, what's something kind of like, again, like Jim Wynorski-ish that I could make real fast? And I thought, okay, well, horror movie, because you can get away with more budgetary constraints. And you can deal with bad acting, and I don't know if all my actors will be good or not. Mickey will be good. And so, I should also make this a little bit bigger. I'm going to be showing it on the screen. Milanote, baby. Milanote. So, Twink of the Damned. And so, my thought process is I'm just going to rip off The Exorcist, but make it very twinky. What's the name? David Dakota. There we go. Could not remember David Dakota's name. I was thinking like David Dakota's 1313 movies, which were shot over the course of like a couple days at best. But be a bit more pretentious about it. Make it a little nicer looking, because even though I do love David Dakota, those movies look like shit. Which is fine. I find them extremely entertaining, but they kind of look awful. So, I want it to be, let's see, we need Cast-wise, we have Mickey, who's our key twink. I have a friend named Charles, who I think... I'm just going to put this... Look, this might be politically incorrect, but he's not actually a twink. So, actually, what would I call him? He's just a big, muscly black dude. Alpha guy, I guess. And then I figure I can probably find 2 more twinks. So I'm just going to say twink number 2 and twink number 3. All right. So that's my, like, key cast that I have to work with. And then I'm also going to need key locations to work with because I'm going to have to deal with the... I don't have any money, so this is going to be something that is going to be done with 0 proper resources. So I know I can get Mickey, I know I can get Charles, and I can probably get 2 other twinks. If I can't get 2 other twinks, I can probably find at least 2 other guys to be twink-ish. I just need guys who can look good making out and fucking and taking showers. That's what I need. I know that it's a bear, but Charles isn't a bear. Charles is just a muscly man. He's not even gay. I mean, I'm sure, like I've seen, he's not gay. Oh, buddy. I have watched that man in action, and he loves to pound some puss. So, let's see. And also, I want to rip off The Exorcist. That's what I was getting at. So, key sources. So, it's going to be an Exorcist ripoff. And then I need some twunk. Twunk is good. I love twunk. I'm going to actually put that down just so I remember it. He's not a twink. He's some kind of twunk. And this started because I had a great idea for a twink horror movie that I cannot afford right now. Still inexpensive, but it requires like full body makeup. I don't have money for full body makeup. So, oh, I could get Roger in there, I'm sure. Who's Dr. Deathface. He can be, there's a film director in there. All right, so, all right, and then I need some key sequences to base this all around. So I'm looking at this as kind of like an exploitation filmmaker. It's what can I get, what can I put in a trailer that'll get people interested? Or can I put in the movie to keep people watching? The twunker system. So, oh god, oh my body. So key sequences, war flashback because I live in a desert and I have access to a lot of guns, so war flashback makes sense. I kind of came up with this a lot last night while I was high and trying to go to sleep while my hip hurt, so I'm kind of working through that. This is me trying to get through all this shit that was in my noggin yesterday. I actually stoned. I texted Mickey and I was like, hey, I have this idea for a twink horror comedy. You in? He was like, hell yeah. And I was like, hell yeah. So key sequences, we need a war flashback because we can just do that in the desert with some actual guns. It's almost like, I don't have an old car I can blow up, sadly. Actually, I'll put this in this key sources. Go a little Jacob's Ladder with it. I need something what's something really pretentious that I can knock off too? I need something like really pretentious. But key sequences, war flashback, lube, wrestling, exorcism. That's how I'd like to end it, is it's the power of Christ compels you, but they have to lube wrestle the demon out of the twink. I also don't know. Yeah. I don't know if I want... I guess it should be Charles is the exorcist. I think that makes sense, because he's this big, muscly black dude. Like, come on. Let Jesus fuck you. There we go. Ooh. Sexy Jesus dream. That would be good. I'm sure I have someone who has a beard who can be sexy Jesus. Bonus points if I can find a Middle Eastern guy, but I don't know if I have any of those laying around. Something from La Dolce Vita. Blow up. See, the only problem... Okay, so the only problem with these suggestions is... I also have a schedule to keep, so... Let's just put a little schedule bar over here. Because I'm also trying to do this in a very specific number of days. So, let's see here. All right. Day 1. Day 2. Actually, I'll just... Yeah. Day 3. I'm gonna try 4 days. Because I would like to get this shot before the end of the year. So 4 days. I feel like I can manage 4 days. Oh, I also have Shannon. Shannon can be in there somewhere. Need one woman. Come on. Let's see. Who would be good in this? Who is often free? I can get James Nickerson. He'll do anything for me. I asked him recently, hey, would you play a dildo salesman? I wound up saying fuck it on that project, but and he was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. This is the same guy who had to turn down the lead role in The Head because it was too sexual, but he's grown. He's grown quite a bit since then. Let's see. Who else do I? Ooh, Jeslyn. Jeslin's great. She's I probably haven't seen her. She's a MMA fighter, friend of mine, who is in Dr. Deathface briefly. Actually, I say briefly. She has a full scene. Then she comes back briefly after that. But Jeslin's great, and she'll do just about anything. I just don't know if she's going to be in town, but that's a good, like, can swipe her out if I need to. I think that's how you spell her name. I'm a bad friend. And then I can get David in there. He'll do stuff. I have some other sexy friends, I'm sure, that would do stuff, but... Oh, yeah, Guillermo. Yeah, she did do... Guillermo! I should put Guillermo in there. Oh, and Christy. I don't know why I wasn't thinking of Christy. And then... I mean, I can put Emmeline in. I'm sure Emmeline would be up for it. Emmeline, if you're still in the chat, then let me know if you're up for a Twink movie at some point. Yeah. Always forgotten. Okay, that's a pretty good cast. I don't know that I'll need all these people, but it's a good, like, starting point. And I guess a part of it is, like, who's, like, how am I getting through... I'm always working on a new project, baby. But yeah, glad you ordered The Head. I'm sure you'll be reasonably happy with it. And I'm excited to hear what you think. Oh, I really should be spending this time finishing the edit on Dr. Deathface, but I don't know, man. I'm just working through some stuff. So, all right, 4 days, limited cast, key sequences. All right, so war flashback because I have access to guns in a desert. Lube wrestling exorcism because come on, you just need to be able to fuck up a bed. And sexy Jesus dream just because I feel like we can find a Jesus. Maybe Guillermo could be Jesus. He doesn't have a beard. But, and he's... Fuck, where are you from, Guillermo? I watched a whole documentary about it, and I'm just, like, blanking. But, Not Middle Eastern, doesn't have a beard, but could be a sexy Jesus. What other Jesus do I have? I guess Roger could be Jesus, but I kind of want him as the director. I don't know. El Salvador, thank you. I guess an El Salvadoran Jesus isn't too bad. This is tough. I don't know. All right, so I'm trying to remember, like, from my visions last night, exactly what all we could do. Oh, right, opening slasher sequence. So I had this idea that the movie starts with this, like, prolonged shower scene, and it turns into, like, a slasher scene, but then it stops mid-kill to reveal that it's all part of a gay porn shoot. Oh, that's a good point. Oh, Guillermo, you're just working your way into this film, aren't you? God, actually, it'd be real. I'm Jesus. That'd be so good. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna make a note of that. Let's see here. I'm also like, this only needs to be like 60 minutes long. Like, if we go over 70, I think it's too long. So, and like if you look at The Exorcist really is just a character piece until the last like 15 minutes. And then the last like 15 odd minutes, they get to the exorcism, wang bang. Like I didn't realize, I mean I knew, but I hadn't like thought about it, just how little of that movie Ingmar Bergman's actor man is in. I don't know why my brain is again just. But like Father Merrick? No, is that right? There's Father Karras and Father whatever. Either which way, he's not in it very much. It's more about Father Karras and his like journey. Which, you know, I'm not going to try to rip that off too much. You need random British voice at any point. Okay, noted. Let's just... I would work Ginger Lynn into the script, but the problem with Ginger is, even though I know I can get her, I don't know, like, if she'll be available, if that makes sense. So I would love to have Ginger in here, but that'll be one of those things where, like, if I talk to Ginger and she's like, yeah, I want to do it, then I'll just write something in for her, but I'm not going to try to make that happen. All right, so we've got an opening slasher sequence. We've got Sexy Jesus Dream. We've got Lube Wrestling Exorcism. We've got War Flashback. I feel like to use up some time, because we're gonna have a lot of just like twinks boning, but I need like 30 to 45 minutes of action and plot, and then the rest of it can just be like gay shower scenes and stuff. So the War Flashback would not take very long, unless the War Flashback also has, like, maybe we go back into the War Flashback as part of the possession. There might be something there. Oh yeah, Ginger's so sweet. I love Ginger. I brought her coconut water at the Jamboree, and she was very happy about that. And she gave me an edible the first night, which was great. I love Ginger. Okay, so Let's see. I should probably also just watch some 1313 movies. I wonder, I just realized something. I'm gonna check this on a separate window. Because the problem with the 1313 stuff is they're very hard to find, like, releases of, or streaming. But, okay, cool. I have a source. So I'm gonna get a bunch of 1313 movies and skim through and see, like, what his ratio is like for gay sex. And there's a lot of scenes in those movies of just, like, dudes on beds, like, touching themselves in, like, a vaguely sexual way. And then usually some shower scenes. Mine will probably be a little bit more skeezy dirty than his. But I'll get some of those movies and try to come up with a formula. Because it's very much like, it's The Exorcist, but 1313 plus pretentious. I want it to be kind of arty. I want it to have a lot of pretty shots. Like, I want it to feel, I don't know, like, the thing that I love about David Dakota and Jim Wynorski and Fred Olen Ray, current Charles Band, is they're just, like, pumping out these things and making money for stuff that's complete bullshit. And I think that's great. I think that's fantastic, because if you're just, like, pumping out bullshit, a lot of it's not going to work, but some of it is going to be fucking gold. And so that's kind of what I want to channel with this, is I want to see what I can do with that same rough time frame and same rough budget, and just see what happens. Because I mean, you know, if you go on Tubi and you click on Twink of the Damned, you're not going to expect very good stuff. So I can't really lose in this situation. At the very worst, I just make a bad movie, which I guess at the worst, I end up killing myself by accident by like a crane falling on me or something. But assuming that doesn't happen, the worst I can do is make a bad movie. So whatever. So let's see here. I need my Japanese. Let's do some Japanese real quick. I already haven't. Oh wait, let me make sure you can't see my shit. Ah, fuck. What did I log in with? I haven't logged into Duolingo in so long because it's just on my phone. Facebook? Did I use Facebook? Okay. Let's try that maybe. La 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 la. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Let's do some quick Japanese to start the day off strong.
すみません。地図はありますか?
Excuse me. 地図はありますか? What the fuck is Ramaska? That's when I probably should have read the whole guide to this section, because I don't know what this is. What is this? This is, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, do you have any? Oh yeah, because ka, because it's a question. So anytime there's ka at the end of a Japanese sentence, it's a question. But I don't know that I've seen rimaska or rimas. Also, I find it weird that they include the wa in there, because the wa is really telling us what the subject is. It's not, I don't know, whatever. Shizu is map, I believe. So, do you have a map? Yay.
バス停はあそこです。
バス停はあそこです。The bus stop is over there. I love that I love that any katakana word, which is basically just like a borrowed word, not all the time, but usually, in Japanese, it always sounds like the racist way of saying a word. It always sounds like you're making fun of a Japanese accent. Buste. Bus stop. Buste. Buste wa asoko desu. Also, desu drives me nuts because some people say it desu, and some people, like, they don't pronounce the U, and so I'm always like, how the fuck am I supposed to say this? But desu is probably the most... Well, desu and wa are both, like, two of the most used words you can have in at least the early Japanese stuff. And wa is... wa is interesting because wa is one of, I think, two words where they take a hiragana character, which a hiragana character is just a sound. And this particular character is usually ha. But because of how Japanese has evolved over the centuries, we say wa. And I believe it was originally wa, and then it turned into ha. I don't really remember the story there. I remember it was like the Tofugu's podcast or somebody explained it. But you, instead of ha, you say wa. And it's not hard to remember. It's not hard to remember because it's the one time you do this. But it is one of those things that at first you're like, wait a second, what? This was so simple. Now you fucked it all up. Yeah.
ホームはあそこです。
Homu wa soko desu. Let's see. Homu. I don't know what homu is. Platform. Oh, okay. That's very close to trains. So that, okay. But also at the same time, kind of confusing. Okay. So platforms. Oh, right. I'm in that section. I forgot. I've started the section on, like, getting around a station, which not something I will use unless I go to Japan. All right. So platform soko desu. Is the platforms over there? The platforms are over there. Cool.
あ、地図はありますか?
Oh wait, no. No, yes. Yes. Chizu wa
あ
arimasu.
りますか?
I think that's what it's. Wait.
あ、地図はありますか?
Okay. Oh, do you have a map? Oh yeah, because Chizu wa arimasu ka?
あ、すみません。地図はありますか？
Excuse me. Do you have a map? All right, back to our Twink of the Dan for a second. I'm just I like to just keep things rocking and rolling. So, okay, locations. I've got my house. I've got Dexter's house. Let's see. What's a good house? She can tell me if this is okay, but I'm going to assume that Emmeline will let me use her house if I need it. Guillermo, do you have any sick locations? Let's see. I could probably... Oh, right, the desert. And then just a little note for myself. Problem with that is that desert that I'm thinking of is in Arizona, so we'd have to do a day trip, which kind of... that depends on where everything else is based, I suppose. And then, let's see, what's something else I just have laying... Oh, I have the big house. I can't think of how to spell the fucking name, but, well, I can just say Paradise Crest. I don't know if they still have that name, but whatever. Paradise Crest Manor. That actually might be a good... That might be... I'll have to see if Mike's okay with us using that, but that might be the best. That one and then the desert, I think, are probably our best bets. because Paradise Crest Manor can sub in for a lot of locations, and then the desert is the desert. And so we could do that, and then... Okay, Guillermo's maybe helpful as well on that end of things. So if need be, I can probably use Guillermo's house. But I need something that's not a house. I mean, Paradise Crest Manor is barely really a house. It's more of just an experience. But we could do Paradise Crest. Actually, that works really well with the 1313 films, because a lot of the 1313 films are all shot in like this one mansion in LA. And so I can just do this one improvised mansion in Las Vegas. And bada bing, bada boom. No problemos. Ooh, what if they've just moved into a house? Oh, and then we can take up a lot of time just like touring the house. Ooh. Ooh, there we go. There we go. That's the ticket. Okay. Because that's another thing with exploitation movies like this, is part of it is, how can I use up my time? How can I get to that, like, 75-minute mark? And I am trying to not do the thing that a lot of these guys do, which is make it kind of boring to get there. But okay, so, and like there's a pool there. I don't have an underwater camera thing, or else I would do like some weird, like, Emmanuel in America type sequence. But, well, let's see. How much is it to rent? Let's see here. We would use the Sony, I guess. So Sony A7S3. A7S3. Underwater housing. Let's see. How much is that to rent? I have a general fit one that I could just buy for $80, but I'm not sure I trust that entirely. I didn't put rental. I'm not very good at this. Let's see here. So let's go to borrow lenses. Oh, wait, is that just gonna... Yeah. That doesn't help me. Okay, lens rentals. A7S3 housing. Yeah, I don't know if I can... I mean... Yeah, I don't know if I can manage that. Let's see what that all-in-one housing, like, how bad of an idea is this? I mean, it's essentially a Ziploc bag, but, I mean, if it's a Ziploc bag that works, then whatever. Let's see. Let's do it. As long as no one's lost a camera, that's my main concern. Like, oh, it's made for smaller mirrorless cameras. Okay. I might as well just put a fucking Ziploc bag over my camera. Yeah, it sounds like it wouldn't actually fit my camera, so that's not going to work. So maybe if I can find a good deal on an underwater housing, let's see here. I just don't know. It's so specific, you know? They're like... Well, I mean, which is good. I mean, it's a good price. It's just, you know, I don't really need it to be this good. Because basically the way these work is they have these little buttons so that you can actually do everything that you need to do on your camera while it's in the housing. I wouldn't need that. I would probably just, and this isn't the best way to do it, but for the sake of cheapness, I would get a cheap underwater housing, which there might be like a bigger version of that, of this one. Because that seems like the big problem is that it's just too small. So I'd be open if I can find one that would actually fit my camera. I'm more worried about the lens, honestly, but if I can find one that'll fit my camera, I have enough lenses that one of them will fit. And then, like, I'll just use autofocus. I'll either use autofocus or I'll just keep it like at like a, 5-6 foot distance, and then that would be pretty cool. And I can afford that. So I'll just put a little asterisk next to it and say underwater Manuel in America riff. Just put a little asterisk, meaning that that's a maybe. And that's something you can easily cut too, because it's just people frolicking underwater. All right, so how much time are we talking about now? So we have war flashback. That is, let's say, we could probably get 5 minutes out of that. I could get 5 minutes out of a war flashback. Lube wrestling exorcism, that's 10 minutes. That's a 10-minute sequence. So we have 15 minutes. Sexy Jesus dream, we could go a little weird with this one and have it go on for a bit and make it kind of like a whole like Dave at the end of 2001: A Space Odyssey, just going through the portal. So we could maybe, let's be safe and say 5 minutes. So that's 20 minutes. Opening slasher sequence, I would say 5 minutes. I don't know that we really need more than 5 minutes for that. Although, if we're including everything, including the like immediate aftermath, which is a bunch of people talking, I would say that's 10 minutes. So it's 30 minutes that we have. House tour, I would say 5 minutes. I'm not going to make that overly long. So 35 minutes. And then Underwater Manuel America riff, that would be another, probably 3 minutes, honestly. So I'll just say 5 for the sake of it. So we have about 40 minutes. It's not bad. I would say maybe we need like 2 or 3 more key sequences that we can then cut if need be, or we can go to if we have to cut one of these, or one of them goes under. Let's see. And of course we have sex scenes. So like, I'm not including all the sex stuff. So let's say, let's see, shower sequence. We need one of those. So bathing, which leads to boning. We need a cavorting on a bed sequence. Because there's just always one of those where there's just like some good-looking guy just like in his underwear, just like, I'm so sexy. Ooh. And that could be like the possession sequence, actually. That could be the sequence where he's actually possessed. Shower sequence will just be standardish. Oh, I was also gonna have, so my okay, all right. So I think my idea last night, now I'm thinking back, is I need a key love story at the center. So it's these two dudes who are crazy in love, and let's say they buy this house. They buy this house, and weird stuff starts happening. One of them is possessed. And I think the way I had it was one of them was an exorcist, or has like the ability to be an exorcist. That might be an easy way to simplify things. That way I don't need as many people. And it means I get Mickey and Charles to make out. I should make sure that Charles is okay with making out with dudes, though. Well, yeah. I guess, how would I put this? Communicating with demon. And that includes, like, shaky bed, if we spew anything, stuff like that. So, let's see here. What's some more sexy stuff we can do? Because we definitely don't have enough sexy scenes. I need something that's just going to take up a lot of time. Oh, right. We need a falling in love montage. which we can just go down to the strip or whatever and do that. Actually, we don't really need a falling in love montage. What am I saying? We can just have them in love. Fuck, like we don't need a meet cute. Oh, my phone. Where's my phone? It's buzzing, but it's... Oh, it's on the floor. I don't know who that is. All right. So we're communicating with the demon. I'm not doing a nightclub scene. Not doing a nightclub scene. Although, now that you say it, Guillermo, that does take up a lot of time. And Shannon and Nick did come up with a routine for Deathface that we didn't shoot. So actually, you know what? We can do it the Jess Franco way. We can make it a, you know, nightclub burlesque. Something for the dudes, you know? Make this a little bit more bisexual. I feel like a lot of that's pretty good. We just really need, like, I feel like I need something. I'm missing something. Some, like, key sequence here that would tie it all together. And I don't know what that would be. We've got bouncing bed. Let's see. Plenty of just Charles, presumably. I guess I need to check I need to ask Charles before I, like, commit to anything. I need to make sure Charles is cool with the role, because I've not talked to him, and this would be rude to not. And I mean, if we have, like, 2 twinks and the Exorcist, that's fine. That's not a big deal. We could have 2 twink friends who get lost in the house and bang it out on a bed and then disappear and are, like, killed or something, and you just never see them again. Twinks banging plus murder. I think that'd be that gives us a little bit more bloodlust, a little bit more skin. Ooh, Sky. I need to get Sky in there. Sky's trying to be an actress. Who else? Leave me alone. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody important, and I don't know. I have plenty of actors I can sub in, so it's not a big deal. So I think the war flashback, that'll be our version of the opening of The Exorcist. I probably won't have it in the opening because I want to do that slasher film opening. But, actually, that being said, what I could do is cold open war flashback and give us, like, the basic backstory of, like, why this guy's an exorcist or whatever. We'll comp in a bunch of stuff to make it look like it's Saudi Arabia or something. So war flashback, and then that leads to opening title, which will be a full opening credits sequence. We've got to use up our time. So actually, I should be writing this down. All right, so let's just do a basic outline. So it starts with war flashback. See why Exorcist is who he is. And then slasher opener. See Twink's profession. And introduce side characters. Oh yeah, we can kill off the director, played by Roger. Shannon could be like a scripty that gets, like, maybe they invite people over or something. There could be like a rap party at the house. That might be a good idea, because it's such a big house, it's easy to split people up and get them individually, and it gives us a lot of extra bullshit to contend with and cut down. So I'll just make that a note. So we have war flashback. We have the slasher opener, which could be shot really just about anywhere, because it's just like a shower and a bathroom. So that could be shot at Paradise Crest Manor. It could be shot at the Dexter's house. It could be shot at my house. Well, not my house. I don't really have a good bathroom for that. But the Dexters have a great bathroom for it, though. So that might be good. And then I don't know. I'll have to talk to Mike, who's the owner of Paradise Crest Manor, because I'm not sure about some of the parts of his house, if they're available or not. He does have a garage, though. He does have a garage, like with car parts and stuff. So if we're doing, I wanted to do this for a separate movie, but really I could do it for both and no one would blink an eye. I had this idea that Charles could be a sexy car mechanic in this next movie, or in this other movie that I have been putting off. It was supposed to be shot this year. He could just be a sexy mechanic in both, really. All right, so we have the slasher opener. We'll need a, let's see, house tour. So, give our bearings. Let's see. Stuff, and then, let's see. Let's do Sexy Jesus Dream, and that will give us our possession, our initial possession. Tempted by Sexy Jesus, played by Guillermo. Let's see here. And then that can also tie into cavorting on the bed. That way it's just one big sequence, but it, the timing still works out. And then we need the communicating with the demon stuff. We'll need stuff prior to that. But demon, link connection to exorcist guy, who may or may not be the hubby. I'll have to figure that out. Let's see. And then, oh wait, okay, wait a second. So communicating with demon would have to take place after the house party starts. So it wouldn't make any sense. So let's do rap party. Get all victims in one place. Which is basically how the head ends. Communicating with then we need the shower sequence, because that can just be like two of them are like, we're gonna go take a shower. And pool sequence. We could actually do pool and shower sequence one after the other. It could be pool sequence, and then, oh, we're gonna go take a shower to get all that chlorine off of us. And then they fuck. So pool sequence, shower sequence. And that way also, I mean, if we can't do the pool sequence, we at least get the general idea. Because, I mean, we can still have them in the pool. If I don't have an underwater housing, I can't get shots of them underwater, which would make it better. And more artsy. Let's see here. We're leading to the lube wrestling exorcism, but that's the big finale. So let's give us some time between there. We also need time between these two. What else do we have as far as... We do Twinks banging. This is basically our second act right here. We're not going to be as character focused as The Exorcist, I think. Alright, so got war flashback. We see why Exorcist is who he is. We see the Twinks profession and their side characters. House tour. So far, all of this can be done in 2 locations. Hell yeah. So that's good. We're only using Paradise Crest Manor and in the desert. Might use the Dexter's house, but that's easy. It's in the same neighborhood as Paradise Crest Manor, so super simple. If we can keep it to those 2 houses, amazing. All right. So basically, we can't do the pea soup shower. That's too much work. Again, we gotta do this in 4 days. Tops. Ideally, most of it in 3. So this is gonna be a quickie. Well, I guess let's see. Oh, pea soup leading to sorry, I have like a little heart on my chat thing that like didn't show me. Okay, leading to the shower. When we can afford pea soup, that is a good point. We could even get the same pea soup, really, because they say in one of those docs or commentaries or something what kind of pea soup they used. Okay, actually, you're not wrong. We could do shower sequence 1. Pea soup. Shower sequence 2. Okay. All right. So we now have 2 shower sequences. Shower sequences are great because they eat up time like nobody's business. And we are selling this to kind of a gay market, so this works. I need to think. Let's go back to Duolingo. Excuse me. Do you have a map? Sumimasen.
Sumimasen.
Oh god, that's so loud. Chizu wa arimasu ka? Yeah.
地図はありますか?
Let's turn off the desktop audio. How about that? What do I have? Oh, maybe I'm not even doing desktop audio right now. Cool. What was that? I'm sorry.
地図はありますか?
地図はありますか?
ホームは1階です。
ホームは1階です。That's platforms. Ikai. I don't know what ikai is. The first floor. Okay, that's why I didn't know, because it's a new word. Platforms are on the first floor. Okay. The platforms are on the first floor. Platforms are over there. Okay, so that would, again, that would be, Huma! Kore. Oh, would it be wa? Wa kore. Because you're... I think so, because... Wa, basically, the purpose of wa is to give you the subject. So the subject of this is the platforms. And so basically what you're saying is, as for the platforms, they are over there. Or, yeah. So I think wa works in this. Sometimes wa doesn't work in these sentences, and I still don't fully understand why that is. But I will just assume that I am correct here.
ありません
And then I think that's right. Oh, wait. Unless... No. Because over there is kore. So it'd be des.
です
Right? Damn it! Fuck. Humu wa aso... Oh, so... God damn it! I was... I mixed them up. Kore and soko. They're all like the, like, there and over there and this and that over... You know, it's... These words fuck me up so much.
あ、改札は1階じゃないです。
Oh... Kaisatsu wa ikai janai desu. Okay. Kaisatsu... I don't know. Ticket gate. Okay, so a lot of these are new words. That's why I don't fucking know. Kaisatsu. Kaisatsu. Can you say it again?
あ、改札は1階じゃないです。
Kaisatsu wa. Okay. So the ticket booth. Okay. The ticket gate isn't on the first floor. Yay.
改札はどこですか
What?
改札はどこですか
Kaisatsu wa
改札は
doko
どこ
desu
です
ka?
か
Where is the ticket gate? Excuse me, where is the ticket gate?
す
Sumimasen.
みません
Oh god, I'm gonna do it again. So it'd be ticket gate because that's the subject.
ホーム
Humo wa doko
Doko
desu
desu
ka?
か
I think that's right. Damn it! All right, so Simas. Oh, because the ticket gate. I was thinking of the platforms. God damn it.
あ、デパートはあそこです。
Depato, that's department store, is asoko desu, over there. All right. The department store is over there. The platforms are on the first floor. Okay. So platforms is humo. Homo. Wa. Uh,
1階
des, I think. There we go.
改札は1階です
Kaisatsu wa
1
ikai
階
desu.
で
Is that what it
す
said?
改札は1階です
The ticket gate is over there. All right. So that is ito
と
or eto. Sorry. I think the thing that drives me nuts about Japanese as well is that I, again, always feel like I'm saying things in like kind of a racist cartoon way, and then it's, oh, that's just how they say it. Eto. So eto is the ticket gate over there. So ticket gate is our subject. That comes first. And ticket gate. Which one was ticket gate? I'll just check it since I just learned it. Kaisatsu. Okay.
改札
Kaisatsu wa asoko
で
desu
す
ka.
か
ホームは1階ですか
Wait, I'm sorry.
ホームは1階ですか
Homu
は
Man, I'm just like not hearing.
ホームは1階ですか
Ikai desu.
1階
Ikai
です
desu ka.
か
Are the platforms on the first floor? I like that the idea here is that I'm gonna have to train my brain to not say but instead to say eto. Eto. I guess I'm just gonna have to start saying. I'm just gonna like in general English sentences with people. I'm just gonna be eto. I could use another pass to that joint, yeah. Let's start here. Platforms are over there. God damn it. I need like a little shot collar every time I say kind of like in that hit film Slashers, available now through Teravision. The platforms are over there. Okay. Homo. Homo I only remember because it looks like train. Looks a little bit like train. Eto. Over there. Wa marks our subject. Over there. Asoko des. I believe it's right. Yep. Previous mistake. Excuse me. Where is the ticket gate? Sumimasen. God damn it! I'm terrible. Excuse me, where's the ticket gate? Sumimasen, kaisatsu. No, yes. Des ka. There we go. Is that everything? Yay! 13 Ohei. Cool. Got it. Nifty. Alright. I'll soon be able to get around to station, and then I can get on to routine and talk about your interests. Alright, back to the film. So Lube Wrestling Exorcism is our finale. Let's see. I was thinking of having like a magical dildo in here somewhere, but I'm not sure where to fit it. Or even if it's necessary. It would be kind of nice to have like, they find like this old like wooden dildo with carvings in it. And it's like that scene in The Exorcist where they're playing with the Ouija board. You never quite know if it's related at all. Let's do a sexy, because I can afford a Ouija board. God damn it. How do you spell Ouija? I don't know. Sexy Ouija board. Sexy Ouija board. Sexy Ouija board. Sequence. That's actually better. If we can just do a sexy Ouija board sequence, that's great. And that can lead to other shenanigans. I'm not going to write it into the outline, but that can lead to after the sexy Ouija board sequence, they bone or whatever.
You still streaming?
Yeah. I'm showing off my goods. Oh Jesus! Oh, tits! Ah, fuck!
How long are you streaming for?
I'll probably be done shortly. Goodbye. Too many discs. Huh. Too many discs. Rough trade. Maybe. Right now, though, I feel like, let's say that each sequence is only 5 minutes long. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. We have ourselves a feature-length film here. Theoretically. So we really don't need anything else. I mean, we'll need, like, glue to bind it all together, but that's actually not a bad... Like, as far as what we're doing, which is a very basic, quickie exploitation picture, I still need to structure it in some way, but, I mean, it's kind of right there. You have your Act 1, you kind of get the feel for everything. You got your location, you learn all about both of our main characters. At some point in there, we'll get a theme or something. And then we get the sexy Ouija board sequence is and the Jesus dream. Those are both sort of our beginning of Act 1. Point of no return. They're a point of no return where everything changes. And then we have our second act in general is just like a ton of great shit happening. And then our third act is basically just a lube wrestling exorcism and whatever our like final moments are. So like everything through shower sequence 2, all of this, that's all the second act. And I mean, there's a party, there's twinks banging, we'll kill some people in various rooms real fast. I'm mostly thinking of how fast we shot the heads party scenes in the third act on that one. It didn't take us very long. And if I'm shooting on a Sony and I'm doing this a bit with my current crew and experience, I think we could knock this out real fast. I don't know that we need the burlesque sequence, but at the same... Oh, the burlesque sequence can be part of the party. So we don't even need to put it in a club. We can just make it part of the party. Because gays love burlesque. Yeah, and I have plenty of burlesque dancers. Oh my god, this works really well. All right, we've come up with a movie. I think I'm going to end the stream here because I'm just kind of fucking around. This has been a weird one. Sorry for anyone who doesn't like this. I just thought it made sense to do a stream. Just to have one. I don't know. I'll be honest, I'm not really in the best headspace currently. I'm not in the worst. But I'm just in a very transitionary point in life. And I just don't, I don't know. It's weird. Nothing new. Most of you have probably been through this. But yeah, if you'd like more of Naked Michael drinking coffee and doing, looking at news and doing outlines and a dog barking incessantly nearby, let me know. That's all I got. I think I'm done. It's been 2.5 hours. I need to get to work because I have to make money. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you. These credits are out of date because I have not updated them since I last did one of these. So, yeah. Thanks so much to my patrons. Means a lot that you've hung on with me because I have not been providing nearly what I promised you. Gonna try to make that better, but first I've got 3 big videos to do, and then we'll be moving into a new era for the channel. But until next time, guys, go watch a movie.